Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Lee here. I'm still working on my scraps and I am really getting through the container of scraps. You wouldn't believe how many scraps I've actually used up, but what I found was a few strips of pieces of that sheer fabric that came out of the rug, and I had an idea what I wanted to use them for, but I needed to be able to cut shapes out of them, and because of the way the fabric is so light, I found it really hard to cut up. So I thought, oh, I'll stick it onto music paper, and you can see the music through it, so I really like the way that looks. It's the pink one. That one looks really nice. And what I did with them was, this was inspired by Natasha from Treasure Books. She did something where she made houses, but I think she used paper, because I didn't go back and look at her video. I just pulled it out of my memory from having seen it a while ago, and I just cut up little triangles and rectangles and things and made these quirky little houses. That one's even got clouds in the sky. No windows though. This one I put a sun in. I did have some sun rays, but they look stupid, so I took them off. Yeah, so there's that one. It's got a little fence out the front. And this one, and then this one was some trees on a hill. And so they're just made out of book page, a couple of layers of book page that's glued onto the back of craft paper, mostly. Some of them aren't. So I thought I'll just make one while I've got you on screen with me. And they're really easy to do. So all you need pretty much is just squares, rectangles, triangles. So the brown was a really good colour to have as the building base. And this is so easy to cut now that it's not just a piece of floppy fabric. You can pick it up and it's nice and straight. So that will be my house. My building. I've got some little bits here, so I might give it some windows. I just used PVA glue to stick this fabric onto the music sheet, and I did find, I don't know whether the wet glue that I'm using to stick it onto the cards with is making the PVA come away, but a few of them I had to glue them down again today. Okay, so we'll have two windows. This is a posh house, it's 2-story. And it's going to have, what colour door? What have we got here? Nothing there. What about some of this green? Hope the lighting's alright. It's been off and on all day here today. It's been raining 1 minute, sunny the next, so can't keep up with it. We'll do a nice green door. And the shapes, I like them to be not perfectly symmetrical. It's fine if they're a bit wonky. Okay, so we've got a door, we've got two windows, and what colour roof? I'm limited for colours because I'm only using what I have. That's interesting. I might use a bit of that as the roof. So I need it to be about that wide. It's really teeming down and quite heavily at the moment. This is going to have a rounded roof, this one. So basically all I did was, that's a bit big, isn't it, that roof? Stuck them together. Oh no, it's alright. See, this is what I'm talking about. This bit, oh, you can just pull them off in some places. And I haven't even applied any wet glue on that as yet. Maybe the glue stick would be a better choice. That's hiding here. So I've got my little rectangle, which is my building. I'm going to glue that onto my card. I could do it on either side, but I think this colour looks better on the book page. So there's the building. put its little roof on. Just like that. And it's got the door, and I think I'll need to use the art glitter glue for sticking onto the fabric. Okay, the door's there. Put the windows on. I'll put one there like that. And this one can go upstairs. It's going to need something on it to keep it down till that glue sets. I'll stick that down a bit later if it's not going to comply. I used a Stabilo to go around the edges of everything, so that's why that's got that nice black outline. So I'm just going to do that. So if you've already got your card base made, or your tag base I should say, this is a pretty good quick job to do. I also drew around the windows and doors on some of them. And I'll do just the edge of that roof there. And I'm just going to wet that to make it bloom. I love the way this happens. So even on the fabric it works really well. Alrighty, and probably a little bit of ink around the edge of it, the actual tag I mean. That little piece just doesn't want to stay down. Pop a little hole for a bit of ribbon or something to go in there. And it's done. And it's cute. Neat, eh? So we'll do one more. And I might do this one on the brown side. And because I'm going to be using brown, I'll use lighter colours for my house. How about a flowery house? I was wondering why that wouldn't cut then. There's a staple. Just going to square it off a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfectly squeezed. Can't cut a straight line. Look at it. Just as well I don't want my building to be really, really square. So I'm going to go that, and I think for the roof it could be brown. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of this. And I'm just going to roughly cut a roof out of that. So I want it to overhang a little bit. It's a bit big. I'm going to make that one really wonky. Like that. And I'm going to put a chimney on this one. I'll cut this bit here, that's fuzzy looking. That can be my chimney. the chimney can go. I see what's wrong with this. Just gonna unify that. I'm rounded on one side and squared on the other, angled. So just gonna straighten it, make it the same both sides. That's better. I'm still gonna sit it on there crooked. Maybe not. Maybe I'll go straight. Like that. Add the roof on it. And the chimney. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that down. Yeah, so that, because this is just what I had, the colours, like even if I was doing it selectively, like picking the scraps, then the colours would be much brighter. But because I'm using scraps as part of this challenge, that's with the Facebook group, Junkjournal Ideas and Inspiration. So the challenge is called Sayonara Scraps. I'm just using what I have. Let's tip that on a jaunty little angle there. And is that the bit I was going to use? I think so. The colours that I wouldn't normally use together, or I wouldn't normally just use them probably. This I would, but I tend to shy away from browns a little bit. So does it need some windows? I think we'll put some windows in. So little green windows and a door. What have we got? Maybe a, what have we got here? I had some blue somewhere, I must have used it all. Definitely no blue here. Well, it's going to have to be a brown door. I'm going to go and have a nice hot cup of soup after I finish this. I'm cold. And the rain is making me colder. And pop the door on there. And the windows. Oops, oops, gee. Okay, let's just pretend that didn't happen. It's probably not going to stick there now. Let's put a little bit more glue there. This one goes there. Okay, while that's drying, I'm just going to ink the edge of the card. Now I'll put some Stabilo on it. Stabilo, I'm just going to sharpen that. I've got a white Stabilo somewhere, but I can't find it. I thought on the brown the white would look really nice. Okay, so I'm just going to go around the edge of everything. Oopsie, broke my pencil. I hate that. These pencils aren't cheap. I feel like it's wasted when it breaks off like that. But I shouldn't have sharpened it, so fine. So you go around the windows. That's starting to come off. So So maybe using PVA glue to stick it onto the paper wasn't the best idea. But I did water it down a little bit, so maybe that's what I did. I maybe weakened it a bit too much. But I didn't think I did at the time. It could just be the type of fabric too, because it's a, I don't know, it's like polyester type of thing. Nylon, we would have called it back in the day. Okay, paintbrush. Too much water there. That's better. And there's another one done. So we've got these two. They're really quick and easy to make. Super, super cute. Just love them. They're gorgeous. I'll put a hole in this one. I mean, you could make anything, couldn't you? If you had the right coloured stuff. But houses just seemed the easy way to go for me. Didn't have to think too much. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's given you an idea of what you can do with some scraps, some fabric scraps. And thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, ask a question, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll catch you in another video. And I'll show you in a video coming up very soon all the stuff that I've made with the basket of scraps that I've used. So it was a basket yay big, you know, about 12 by 14 and about 8 inches deep. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, take care and happy crafting. See you again. Cheers from Australia. Hooroo.